think we're live. Okay, I know YouTube is suggesting I run an ad right now. That would be a good time to run an ad. Oh, would it? What's up, Dan of NJ? Larry John. Frank C. Guitar Man 45. Bill France. Music Sound Game, Majestic PB&J Cat. Ron Padgett. Ben Coomster. Fretless Ed. Terry Clark. Gary Davlin. Tim Thomas. Jay Chef. We got Mike. We got Terry 3Gs. We got Tactical 6 String. Robert Lathan. Yenny Matzi. We got Kevin. We got Trolls. We got Speaker. What's up, buddy? It's Strat CPO. Nick Patterson. Jeff E. Star Guitar Works. Larry John. I might have mentioned earlier. Sky Prob. Gary Davlin, who, if I didn't mention twice, deserves to be mentioned twice, at the very least. Numinator. And David and Ricky. And B-Mac. And Rico and Tony. How? Got John Gregory. Got Retro Puffer. We got Tyler. Got Phil. We got Patrick. Oh, some people, I know, love that. Give the people what they want. That's what I say. My ear came with the tag that said electric acoustic art. Oh my God, we have a working, Captain, we have a working theory. What's up, Johnny? And David? It is not an iced coffee. That's a hot coffee there. But it's like 70 degrees down here. So it's actually really hot today, but the humidity went down. The humidity's been dropping the last couple of days. It was really oppressive humidity a couple of days ago with the heat. And the heat is still here, but the humidity is dropping. They say the humidity's going back up again. So a couple of days ago, the humidity was like 72, 73. That's pretty, gross. And right now it's like 53. That's like crazy considering the temperature's like 93. So that feels like really dry. What's up, Patrick? Yeah, love the finish too. Let's go to finish cam. Right there. Ye old finish. Yep, they got a bunch of colors, but the green looks good, and the blue I thought looked good. They had a sunburst that looked pretty good. That's like I think a matte finish though. Gotta play the national anthem if the Celtics game. Call me. Who would be the was it the GM? Who would arrange that? Call me Wick Grossbeck. Do. Everything all right? Yeah, I got hot here, man. We're having we're having like the think it's like the third or the fourth longest stretch of 90-degree plus weather. For us, a quote-unquote heat wave is 3 days of 90 degrees or higher. And we've had like 7. We're going to hit like 8 or 9. Then we're just going to dip under it and be like right around 90 for a while. The guy said, he goes, this pattern's like going to be around for about a month. So don't think it's changing anytime soon. Took a long time for it to finally have the heat show up around here. And they're saying it's in place. It's here to stay. The difference is that my poor friends in Europe, because if you've ever been to Europe, you know one thing they don't really do much of is air conditioning. Or in America, the penetration of air conditioning is like almost approaching televisions, right? It's pretty steep. Whereas in Europe, it's pretty rare, mostly hotels and things like that. So, private homes with air conditioning, pretty rare, pretty rare. So when it does hit, it really sucks. I took a trip to Germany a couple of years ago, and the first day it was like really hot. Like when I got there, it was so hot that hearing some noises back there. It was so hot. How hot was it? Well, that the train overheated. And we had to stop at a station and let the train cool down for like 20 minutes before we could go back on and continue. So they're just not used to that temperature. And that hotel actually had both of those hotels had air conditioning, but it quickly broke. Like the temperature fell and the humidity like blew out. And in a couple of days, the heat was like 80, 85 degrees, which isn't that bad. And the dew point was like 35. And I was like, oh my God, why don't we have this kind of weather? I wouldn't even mind summer if it was like this. Around here, it's pretty gross. We get the really sticky humidity. Where, in America, the embrace of air conditioning is pretty mighty. We have a central air system. So my central air, I'm starting to put it there. I kind of had an epiphany about it tonight. Sort of like, I think I sort of figured it out. I've just felt like the air conditioning can't keep up with the friggin' house, right? It's like not even close. I always felt he sort of underpowered it for this house. He was the lowest size of any of the people that spec this out. So, anyway, it's in there. But lately, I've been kind of feeling like it's been kind of crappy, right? It's not that cold. So, you do a vent check, right? You put the thermometer up in the vent. Like, well, what am I blowing out, like, right at the vent? And it was 62, that's not good. 62F. So I went outside and I realized that at that time of the day, the sun was beating on it, like right on one corner. So two sides of the coil, the two biggest sides of the coil, were just absolutely in full-on sunshine. And that takes like 2 or 3 hours to get out of that spot and move across and get beyond, get the unit back in the shade again. It's in shade for most of the day. But then it just gets into this one little slot on the west. And it's on the west, so as it's going away, right, there's not much more west movement. It stays there like a long time, like right in that spot. So I said, all right, and I have a mister, right, which is an attachment that forces the water out at the end of a hose in a fine mist. You never know when you might need one. I have one, of course. And I put the mister on the end of the hose and sort of pointed it towards the condenser and let it rip and let the fine mist get sucked in and, go through, and it seemed to sort of soak the outside, like a fresh melon. I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. And I went inside, and within minutes it was down to 59 at the register. And by the next morning it was down to 55. And it stayed 55 all day yesterday, despite it being just as hot. I just let that mister stay on. And it's been 55. This morning it was 53 at the register. Yes, because that wrings a lot more moisture out of the air too. And so definitely having an effect, helping to move the stuff. And again, it's not like it's water spraying on it. It's a mister, and it's sort of just getting sort of pulled inside, and it's like help cooling it off. The other thing I noticed when I was out there checking the flow of the mister is that the air at the top used to come straight up and used to like make the tree above it, you could see the limbs sort of like rocking and moving from the upward thrust. Didn't have that. The air was coming out sort of at the edge instead of straight up through the center. It was coming out like at the edge. And I realized that the motor burned out on it a couple of years ago, and they put in a new motor, but they used the same fan. And I swear that motor is just a little bit bigger. It's a little farther away. And the air is, you know what I'm saying, is like coming up at a wider angle and probably even hitting the inside cover a little bit. It's not coming through the same way. I'm like, I swear the efficiency is way down on it. So the mister is probably helping. Certainly it's keeping it nice, way better in here than it was 2 days ago. So, home ownership. I've been aging AC heat pump that's on its last leg. First quote to replace at $11,222. Well, if it makes you feel any better, $11,000 is what we paid in 2008. So, right. So you just put a calculator on that, bro. If I went to that same dude today, it's probably 20. But I will say this. Those new, again, I am obsessed with the split, right? Split ductless minis, the split mini ductless. They get like a sear of like 21, 22. It's like crazy. And the heat pump on it is insane. It can ring as much as 300% of the input and output because of the gas phase change. It's pretty good. But yeah, you know, this is the time of year I hate the most. My lawn is brown. We haven't had rain. You know, I am not happy. But I can't. The stupid amount of water it would take to green that lawn back up, it's just not worth it. That would cost like it would have to be every day, and it would cost a lot of money. It's too expensive. Now, we're not on a water ban because I get my water from like this massive reservoir, and they've never been below like 97% capacity, so they're doing pretty good. And the amount of rain we had last year, I'm sure it's at probably way over, because we had a ton of rain a year ago. But yeah, this year we're in a drought now, big old drought. It's like you can put up rain barrels, but for what? There's no rain. The hand gestures help. I hope so. 92. Yeah, that's what we're like 92, 93 right now. It's EART. E-art. Electronic art. EART. E-art. We'll never know. E-art-T. You're not getting floods in the basement. You know, I wouldn't mind some rain right now. Not flooding rain, but we could use a good soaker for a couple of days. Feeling bad for the trees out there. You know. Need to make some coffee. Can you run an ad? You want me to run an ad right now? Sure. Let me, hold on. Where's my ad button? Is it really like that? Let me see. Hold on. Oh, yeah. So, well, there's a little psychology for you. The ad button is just a little circle with a $sign in it. Click the $sign, bro. Let it rain. PRS Custom or an Epiphone SG, both really good choices. You know, why not both? Ran heavy in Glasgow. So, I put on the Aussie track earlier today. You know, that new one there, something 19, something. You know that one, that Aussie song. Anyway, there was a second song. It went into a second track, and I had don't suggest new songs. I was like, what the frick? But it was Aussie with Iommi. Special guest star Tony Iommi. And it was something like Deconstruction Zone or something. What was it called? Something. It's called something. Actually, I don't have that app on this machine, but you can look it up. Yeah, Patient 9. God, I haven't played guitar all freaking week. You know? I was excited outside this week using a cane. Walking with family, that's good to know. Well, anything to happen to the Oz Man. New Deep Purple guitar player. I don't know Simon McBride. I'll have to check it out. Little Fuzz Nuts. What body style is this? This is a what they call a T style. Nobody knows what the T stands for. Scientists are baffled. But they're just calling it T. Probably like Tacoma. Or something like that. Teal? No, not really teal. How much these? I think, what are these? $369? $359? $359 or $369, something like that. I have to check the old Amazonia. Amazon to the rescue. That's not it. Where is it? Yeah. Oh, they're saying $399. I swear the last time I saw it, it was like $369. So maybe it'll go on sale again. Keep your eye out. But right now they're showing $399. Thanks, Rock Brigade. Yeah, there's a coil tap. Yeah, where was this made? Hold on, let me see. I gotta get it in. Oh God, it's so backlit, I can't see it. Yeah, the guitar. I don't know, hold on. You know, I gotta take a picture with my phone because I can't read the writing. I'm gonna take a picture with my phone. I'm gonna blow that picture up. Right? I think it says China, but the writing is so long. Yeah, China. Designed in St. Louis, Missouri. So they're a St. Louis, Missouri company? Oh my God. Is it PV? Plot twist. What's up? Oh God. I'm scared. What? What? Did do. No, the price has always been $3.99. Has it? Yeah, I could have sworn when I went on there. Maybe they were having a sale. I could have sworn it was like $3.69, something like that. If that hole is plugged up there, do I have a little? I have there. Let me get that working. Just free it up. What a difference! Science. Science. What can't it do? They were cheaper a couple of months ago. Speaking of being cheaper a couple of months ago, I was at Guitar Center today, Yeah, I actually left the house. Shocking, I know. Look who's out of the anemone. So I went out to Guitar Center, and you know, I think it's time for a sideshow, slideshow. And here we go. We have right there. Okay, so this was the first guitar that sort of caught my attention. It was about $300 or $400, maybe $400. I'm just realizing now that it was a set neck, you know, and it had the bar. Kind of bizarre, but yeah, kind of a weird. I have to say, it's looking better now in this photo. Now that I'm looking at it, I was like, huh. Yeah, it looks like flesh. You'd have to wear like a flesh suit and that like guitar at the same time. So that's the guitar I was going to check out. So they had a Les Paul Classic, and they had no photo. And so I was like, you know, I wonder if it's gloss or I wonder if it's satin. It was satin. I'm not big on satin finishes. But it was the one of the cheapest Les Paul Classics they had up on Guitar Center used at about $1,500. And I was like, huh, you know, let me see if it's like the gloss cherry, you know, color me interested. But I'm not big on the satin. It looks good in this photo right here, but I have to say in person it was a little lackluster. I'm here all the week. So this was an interesting guitar, and that is a PV EVH, but it was it's expensive. They wanted like 2,100, and but it looked good. Not gonna lie, looked pretty good. This was the one I thought that like really stood out. This is a special Guitar Center exclusive Honey Burst 50s, and it stood out on the wall. Yeah, that one was that wasn't a looker. That one clear, and it was cheaper by the other ones by $100. We'll get to that in a second. Hold on. Just buff it up gloss. Boy, that'd make what a video that'd make. I didn't like my satin finish, so I made it gloss. There it is, a little darker. You can see it. That was a good looking top too. That's a 60s. That was looking quite sporting. Nice, a wicked dark fretboard. It's like the darkest fretboard ever. There's the, so one thing I noticed was that the Classic was $24.99. It's like $24.99. That can't be right. Let me go back, and I think they had, that's 26, but this one here, that's $27.99. And it just didn't dawn on me at first, but the price went up by, this guitar went up by $200. It was $19.99. And then I think it went to, I thought $22.99, right? It went up by $300. Now it's $24.99. That's it up another $200 from what I remember. And the Les Paul standards were $26.99. They're all $27.99. And if you think about it, the old Les Paul pricing structure, the Les Paul Classic was $19.99. The Les Paul Standard was $24.99, a a $500 difference. The pricing structure that I saw today in the store was this was $24.99 and the standard was $27.99, a difference of only $300. So the one that's really been hit is by far the classic, right? In terms of like pricing, it's making that 50s look even sweeter, right? I like this finish. I don't know. I like that's the metallic surf green, right? The pearl surf or surf pearl metallic. I kind of like this finish. This one less so. Again, a couple of strats. So again, I was just looking at pricing. These are both just straight up standard strats. I don't care what they call them. They're pretty much standard strats. So $16.99. Now, in 2016, okay, 6 years ago, I bought my standard telly. You could have bought a standard strat the same day. They were $14.50. So $14.50, $15.50, $16.50, right? So 16. So that's $250 difference. That's not that bad for 6 years. Not that crazy, actually. These are the deluxes. You see how these are shiny, right? And this is the cheaper one there. The I forget what they call that. The like Playa or Highway Playa. You Playa, come on Playa. Probably a satin finish though. Save a little bit of money versus the Glossola, which is going to cost you a little bit more. What do you want to go upstairs? I'm getting a lot of hold on, guys. I have a cat who's this is like the fourth drive-by. So hold on, I'm going to leave you with here. That's a lot of guitars to look at. Debate which one's your favorite. I'm going to try and let this cat upstairs. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, she put up quite a struggle. Oh, God. They're going to do an F, Mary, Kill. My God, that cat is going to kill me. She would if she was any bigger. These are looking pretty good. Yeah, EVH. Night Swan. Let me just give you a little tip on the Night Swan. Forget $8.99. I think it's AMS. They got them under $700. They got them like $679. So if you're in the market for a Swan, brand new, under $700, I think at AMS right now. That's the rumor. That's the rumor out there. Your mileage may vary. I don't know. The sale may have ended, but I did hear that recently that AMS had the polka dotties for show money. You know, can I just tell you how much I love these friggin' Epiphone SGs? You know, the guy earlier was saying Epiphone SG or a PRS custom shop. You know, I might go Epiphone SG. Just saying. They're making a good case right now. You get both of those. You know. That coil cut? No. That's coil cut. I haven't played. Yeah, a little too strong. God, my tennis elbow is not doing well. Let's get an extra Tennessee. I'm gonna blow up like a Spalding. Again, God, I love the look of these. Look at that. You got the old big diamond. I believe they call that a king diamond. You could correct me on that. I'm not sure, but I've heard that somewhere. I'm going black. I'm going ebony. That's the modern. That's the you know, the silver burst and the ebony. Going ebony all day. All day, I tells you. Going back to that. Taking another look at that. Hello. Hello, hello. That might be the last one. Is that the last one? That might be it. Yeah. So, I didn't, what's it saying now? Yeah. Getting suspected spam calls. Annoying. I will say this though. Google is really good at identifying spam and telling me don't bother picking up. What's up, Landon? Hold on. I got one more thing. Ah, much better. That it is. Nice socks. Yeah. Those keep my legs from falling apart. Next year in June, we'll have to do the 20th anniversary of my worst summer. The summer of '03, when I wrecked the bike and smashed my legs up. Really leg. Oh, hold on. That's not the one. I wanted this one. I gotta go maybe a little bit more like that. Bring it to the edge. More guitar, less desk. Doo-doo. Not a bicycle or a motorcycle. It was a scooter in Bermuda. A scooter in Bermuda. A scooter in Bermuda, falling down, breaking my leg. You know you're in trouble when I go to the nurse. It's broken. But you it's broken. When the doctor back in Massachusetts is going, was the bone sticking through the side of your skin at any point? And I was like, I don't think so. Yeah, basically a moped. Did you get a steel pin of it? A steel pin? How dare you? I have 15 pins. 15 pins and 2 plates. But that's like a 2-hour story. Well, lots of twists and turns. Vacation from hell. Well, there's actually a far deeper story going on with that. That was the vacation that was never supposed to happen. It's all very, it's a story. That's a story. It all started with a trip to Costa Rica. What does Costa Rica have to do with it? It started with a trip to Costa Rica. So the thing is that so the socks, which are a high compression sock actually, because the tissue, my skin tissue was damaged so bad that if I don't wear a compression sock, they will swell up. It takes a little while, but eventually they'll swell up to the point where they become so swollen that the skin will start to blister on the front as the water, like the retained water. It's like crazy, and it's because it got all screwed up with the damage from the swelling was permanent, right? The swelling at the time was so bad, and that damage never really. So it's like if you don't wear compression socks, the swelling just comes back because there's no way to stop the swelling. So, right, it's pretty much for life. So, you have to wear, if I didn't wear socks like that, it would start to blister over. The blisters would eventually pop, and it would leave open a piece of unprotected skin. That would, again, just if you leave it alone, that unprotected skin will become like a sore, right? Like a lesion. eventually. That can actually become, right, it's what we call an unhealable wound. That can become infected, gangrenous, because it's basically an open, it's like your skin gets down to like through the surface, the skin breaks up. And that leads to amputation. So it's a very slippery slope from having legs to not having legs. And I intend to have my legs as long as I can. That's that's how it would go. So I will say this, that I've been wearing them. I started wearing them like 10 years ago, but really habitually in like the last 5 years. Because when I didn't wear them, God, my legs would just, it looks like they're bruised, but they're not bruised. It's like pools of blood in my legs. And they're like, you got to wear these or it's just going to go downhill. So I will say, since wearing them, and to some degree, it actually looks like it's cleared up a little bit. So, and they've never, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it seems to work as long as you like just chronically, like you have to be hyper vigilant with it. So there's very rarely a day that goes by that I don't wear the compression socks, because when I don't, my legs, just even that one day, you can feel it. You can feel it. Skin gets hard. It becomes like a memory foam mattress. You put your thumbprint in and it stays in your leg. You know, when I wear the compression socks, my leg's pliable, like it used to be like before the accident. So, you learn. Did they hint at chopping it off? One guy was like very blunt with me, and he was basically like, let me tell you where this goes. Unhealable wounds, gangrenous, amputation. He goes, and it's faster than you think. He goes, and I can tell you, when you're in the unhealable wound stage, you're going to be in a misery, in a world of hurt that you can't even imagine right now. You know, he goes, until your nerves are gone. I was like, okay. Dislocated your knee, hockey a few years back. I located it right away. I dislocated my shoulder like 3 times. The only time I went back in without assistance was the 3rd time, because by then I'd sort of wrecked the joint. It's much easier to pop it right back in again. You know. You ever tried sleeping with your legs elevated? Well, right after the accident, you kind of had to, or the pain was too great. So I had a special hospital bed for like months. But now I don't, but I have a memory foam mattress that I friggin' love, because it has no pressure points on your body, right? It really is good. Amazing. So I think if it becomes a problem, they say if it becomes a problem, just wear the compression socks to bed. Wear them 24 hours a day, and that should do it. You know? But I don't at night, and it doesn't seem to be a problem. How did you make the flight back? A lot of drugs. Oh, yeah. Oh, again. Again. Oh, yeah. Oh, a lot. You know, a couple of shot glasses full of pills, and like 3 shots in the arm. And they treat pain in Bermuda with morphine. We don't do that in the States. We use the owns, right? Something blah 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 own, codone, oxone, blah own, something own, right? That's how we do it, but we don't use morphine. And there's some side effects to morphine that are very, very interesting. Bad time was had by all. It was it's just Yeah. Oh my God. Again, the story starts in Costa Rica, ends in Bermuda, and ends pretty much with, doctors going, yeah, this is a 3 to 5 year injury minimum. Like, oh, okay. Okay, all right. Huh. I did not know that. Might need a water pill to reduce the swelling. Well, that's what the heart guy wanted to do. So when the legs swell up, they think it's your heart. They sent me the heart guy, and he's like, no. This is like he saw all the scarring, and he's like, no, you got something going on down here. And then I went to renal. What is it when you're a vein specialist? And that's the guy that set me straight on it. Yeah, renal, yeah. Yeah. Do. Anyways, saw guitars in the morning. Those were melted guitars. Like there's like, well, one of the side effects from the surgery is a big dead zone, right? You got a patch that has no feeling, which is always weird. Yeah, it's vascular, whatever vascular is. It does have a belly cut, and it's got a whatchamacallit cut there, a cutaway cut. A cut? It's a cut. Really, Epsom salt? Really? Like an Epsom salt bath? Yeah, a cup of salt in a bathtub. The only thing is that my bathtub is small. We have a small tub. Sucks. What kind of surgery did I have? Leg surgery for my leg back a long time ago. I'll do it next June. Assuming I'm still here. I will regale you, and trust me, it's a long story because as I mentioned before, it starts in Costa Rica back in February, but we're not in Bermuda until June, and I don't walk again until October. And then I'm on a cane like another year. Crutches, then a cane. So many, and I'll tell you one thing. You never looked at friggin' mobility ads on TV the same way again. You know, I was bound to a chair until I got my little scooter, and I'm sitting there going, God, I love one of those little scooters right now. God, imagine me putting around the, around the block. That thing looks awesome. You're so cooped up. You go stir crazy, man. You spend a few months in the bed, let me tell you. Just even going up to the second floor is like a monumental achievement. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. God, again, I'll save it for next year because it's it's quite the story. Starts with me ziplining in friggin' in Costa Rica and ends with me dumping a moped in friggin' Bermuda. Yeah. So they got confused at the hospital. This would have been like around August of 2003. They sent me the bill because for the surgery. So let me see. I showed up at the hospital. Let me think about this. I was there Friday. Let me see. Okay, we arrived Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I was 7 days in the hospital. 7 nights in the hospital. Checked out that last day. 7 days. 8 days, 7 nights, and luxurious. Mass General Orthopedic Trauma Center. And then the cost of the surgery. Right, the whole thing, the surgery, the week stay in the hospital. They put it all together, and they sent me the bill because they were a little confused on my insurance. They figured it out that I actually did have health insurance, and they billed the health insurance. But they sent me the bill, not knowing who to send the bill to, and it was $69,000. I was like, huh. Including $1,000 you don't have insurance fee. That stood out. There was a fee of $1,000 for not having just insurance that they could go through, and they had to send me a bill. That was $1,000 of the $69,000. The accident was 2003. Summer 03. And the funny thing is I can remember events from that week, events you could look up right now on the internet. And it'd be true. Because you just remember stuff, right? Because you're hyper focused. Like when I was in the hospital, there was a game against some team. I forget the other team, but we scored like 19 runs, including a bunch of crazy home runs. Did anybody see that Sox game last night? That was amazing. I was rooting for the Blue Jays because we were about to we were getting close to the worst loss in Red Sox history. And then we tied as the worst loss in Red Sox history. And then the Blue Jays were able to hand them the worst loss in Red Sox history, like literally the highest points against ever in franchise history. Yeah, 28-5. It's like 4 touchdowns, a field goal, and a safety. Yeah, I know the In the Park Grand Slam. It's only happened like a few times before, you know. Yeah, the trim's fine. Like the other thing, like the Kramer and the Jackson, they always put too many springs in the back. I had to pull one of the springs out. I shot a video how to set it up. The other thing I did was I changed the radius on the strings a little bit. I thought they were a little flat. I went with a slightly more curved radius. It's a 9.5 through a 14. I went with 12. I felt like it was set to more like 14 or even 16. It was pretty flat. I went with the 12-inch radius. Three Stooges in the outfield, I know. You know what was on the other week? I don't know if I mentioned this last week. The Three Stooges movie, Snow White and the Three Stooges. You ever see that? The chick they have playing Snow White is actually like an Olympic gold medalist. And so there's like this huge skating scene in it where they play out the whole plot of the movie in like ice capades form. I'm like, what the hell am I watching here? It was awesome. Crack that whip. Step in the crack. Break your mama's back. I don't know my Michelle. I don't know a lot of Guns N' Roses. Remember, when Guns N' Roses got big, I was 22. I wasn't 14. Got to roll that right hand. Right. You gotta start with that pre-bed. Got to change it up a little bit. That was not the song you think it was. It's just a tribute. Oh my God. That's wicked good. I have to say, we are loving the new Kirkland French roast. French roast. French fries. Love. The international language of love. That's a tough rap. You got to roll across 3 strings. That's easy. That's the hard one. It's like something like that, no one like you yet. Good. Something like that, right? Now enough of that. Close enough. I just sent it out of tune. Sounds a little feel like it's out now. A little bit. Can only go too kooky. Let's check the old. Oh yeah. A-dee-dee. A-doo-doo. Yeah, it's a little shapola. A-doo-doo-doo-doo, mommy. Dee, blah, blue, mm-hmm. Gotta get a little faster. There you go. Woo, woo, woo. Wow, I've been liking the green art. I was gonna make a video saying like, this guitar blows away a Sir, right? Just some total massive Molotov clickbait. This guitar blows away a Sir for 1/10 the price. Watch heads explode. You wouldn't know a good guitar if it hit you in the head. Ah! You can just see it. Oh, the defense. Oh my God. You can see it right now, right? Oh yeah, clickbait and all, right? You know what I'm saying? Like this and the Sir. This shocking import blew away a Sir. What? God, the heads that would explode. But you have to realize that that's what a lot of YouTubers do. They're just trolling the audience. Period. Exactly, 3,000 versus 300. Can a $300 import blow away a $3,000 Sir? You always have to have a question. I was shocked. You know, Sir hates him because of this amazing guitar, right? Sir luthiers are baffled, stunned. You know, some crazy clickbait, you know. But the thing is you don't make a statement. You just go, is this guitar better than a Sir? Right? You don't have to say anything, right? You're not actually making a statement. We're just throwing this out here, just lobbing that out there. What do you think? Dropped in D. Gotta do something like, does this vintage crate amp blow away this, brand new Mesa Book? You know what I'm saying? It's like... Nines or tens. I use mostly tens, but I do use nines on some guitars for whatever reason. I just like them better with nines. But most of the time, this is tens. You can feel it. This is tens. Most of the time, I like tens. It's a roasted maple neck, and it's a roasted mahogany body. You can't see the roasting. It's behind the paint. But that's how they spec it. There's a roasted mahogany body. Roasted. Yeah, roasted mahogany. I know, I've never heard of it. But it might just be that they have to get it dry, so they roast it. Why doesn't the U.S. have free healthcare? Too many rich people. There's enough of a population that doesn't need it. Kind of like how Switzerland... I have a friend who's in Switzerland, and he says, it's kind of the same thing because we have such a large population that's got some money. They're like, why don't they just get their own health care, say though, the guitar sounds pretty good for, I think. Can we define a budget guitar as what, under 500? What's a budget guitar now? I used to say under 300, but I think I got to go up to 500 now. I think it's hard. I think it's hard to put budget at 300 anymore. I think really your mid tier is like your 500 and like 1200. Right? I feel like everything's gone up a couple hundy. Right? Oh, you know who else had a good sale going on? Musician's Friend. They got a couple of, again, in-house exclusives from Fender. It's, let me see if I can call them up. I want to say this was, I'm pretty sure it's Musician's Friend that had it. Let me see if I can find. It was kind of it was a pretty good sale for new. Let me just filter out the brands here. Give me one sec here. Yeah. Here they are. Hold on. This is on Musician's Friend, which is owned by Guitar Center. Right? This was their way to ship you stuff for free, free shipping and no tax. But that whole tax thing went away after a Supreme Court decision. But these are pretty good discounts. These two here. That's an ebony fretboard, which is pretty rare, and exceedingly rare for a made in Mexico guitar. Usually the ebony is sort of reserved for the premium American sort of deluxe series, right? The ultras and whatnots. But that's a full on, $929. Save $250 brand new. The Ferrari yellow. I thought it looked quite sporting. With the ebony fretboard. Kind of pulled it all together. Kind of a good looking guitar. And there's your little marker there that says it's sort of a one-off special edition for a dealer. I thought it looked pretty good. And then there's the other one. So this is humbucker, single, and this is 3 singles. But the other one's a little bit better deal. This is only $220 off, even though it comes at the same price, because a little bit more money for that other one. And I don't know if I like the green as much as I like the yeller. Old yeller. I think it looks kind of nice. Just saying. And it's got the added intrigue of being ebony on a Fender, which kind of makes it already an odd bird for a MIM. Ferrari was a yellow color, yeah. Yellow, yeah, Ferrari color. Yeah. So we're going on the business about an hour for me. Yeah, you know what I'm waiting on? My state does a tax-free weekend. And if you're buying a guitar, that can be actually a pretty substantial savings. The tax, 6.25% in the state. So, that's the weekend if I was going to target a weekend to get a guitar. Old yellow, yeah. That's not so mellow yellow. Look at that thing. Yeah, no sales tax in New Hampshire either, Gary. And they have high property taxes. And the state is the only entity in New Hampshire that can sell hard liquor. They take on a socialism for hard booze. If you want hard liquor in New Hampshire, you have to go to one of the state-run stores. There is no private sales allowed. Beer and wine, yes, but hard liquor, you have to go to the state store. I'm pretty sure. Live free or die. Same in Utah, state liquor stores only. Sure. They like, we're not giving that sweet plum away for anybody. They're like, oh, no. Private. Because it's a, you know, it's a moral thing, right? Uh-huh. That's a Kramer. That's a Kramer Beretta. That's a Kramer Beretta. Plenty of mass people come to New Hampshire. Well, we used to go to New Hampshire because the liquor stores were closed on Sunday down here, and they were open in New Hampshire. You know, Dolly Parton or Linda Carter? Linda Carter, come on. She truly was a Wonder Woman. How many names for the same color? Well, for red, they probably have at least a half dozen. Maybe more, maybe 10. Right? Tornado. Candy apple. You got your, what's the other big one there? The Dakota. You got your hot rod red. What am I missing? You got the, how many other reds are? Hot rod, Dakota. Tornado. Candy apple. Road flare. That's not a road flare red. It's an Ibanez color. It's not a Fender color. How dare you? Yeah, crimson red. All right. Fiesta, right? Fiesta red. There's another one. Fiesta red. Yeah, it's an Epiphone. Epiphone LP custom. I was just in North Conway where we passed the Headlines. Headlines is still in business. You weren't imagining things. I think they're under new ownership, but the brand has been revived. Headlines, yeah, or it never went away. Probably under different ownership now, though. What I did. Yeah, they do a cherry burst, they do a sienna, but those are really burst colors. I'm thinking of the solid reds. You know. Fan of the EVH combo amps? Sure. I like EVH amps, they sound good. Yeah, I mentioned Hot Rod Red, but I didn't mention Red Sparkle. I think you're right. I think they did do a Red Sparkle, especially on like Custom Shop, right? Worked in headlines at North Conway back in the 90s. Yeah, I remember the one from, like most things in Massachusetts, everybody goes to Nashua, right? Because there's a whole bunch of commerce right on the border. In fact, the parking lot where the Nashua, New Hampshire Guitar Center is, not where they are, but if you get down to the end of the parking lot, by the time you get to the very end of the lot, I think the half of the last building is actually in Massachusetts. That's how close it is to the border. Certainly a portion of the lot, like 20% of the lot, is in Massachusetts. God, so bad property increases. Well, we have a Prop 2.5 in this state, so you can't raise taxes more than 2.5% per annum. And they mess with assessments, though, like you say, and they have overrides. We just had to do an override because we need a new middle school. So you got to do the override sometimes. That passed overwhelmingly, like 80%, because we all agree, boy, we really do need a new middle school. And the high school is so friggin' nice, and everybody loves the high school, which was the last override, that they're like, yeah, that worked out. We love the high school. So there you go. Hello, Sweden. You're up late. You're up late, Ricky. Scored an import 80 Charvel a week ago. You just need a new saddles place. Great. Now, there you go. I love those little fixer-uppers. We don't have Sam Ash up here. Seems to be a bit of a New York thing. We don't see the stores up here. Not really. Just Guitar Center. They seem to be the blockbusterization of America, right? Few large corporate places. Staples. Places like that. Yeah, I was gonna say 2:36 in the morning. Yeah. You are up late. And a Sam Ash in Atlanta, really? See, I thought there was sort of a New York thing. You guys remember Mars? They had so much promise. My God, I remember going there. They must have had, and this is back a long time ago, like $100,000 in what am I hearing? Maybe it's nothing. Yeah, we had a couple of Mars around here. They seem to be an East Coast thing. What the hell is that? That might have been a plane taking off from the airport. If the wind is a certain direction, they'll go a certain way, which goes in this direction. Usually they don't. They go in the opposite direction. It depends on the wind. Yeah, it's weird. No, that sounded like a G5 hitting the... What the hell's that roar? I'll bet that's what it was. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. I have a feeling it's the TV in this room over here, and what I'm hearing is the bass from the subwoofer in the living room. And if someone went in there, turned the TV on, doesn't realize how loud it's gotten. You never hear. I know, but it's. I'm hearing it. It's annoying me. Boston's taking off to the southwest tonight, and we are in the southwest area. I don't think it's the cats. No. Though it has gotten quieter since I sent that text saying, "Is that you in the living room?" The other thing it could be is, no, it's not. I was going to say it could be the hot water heater, which is right on the other side of this wall. And when it's really going, like if, there's laundry going and someone's taking a shower and it really gets going, it does sound like a jet taking off. But it would still be going. It doesn't last for a couple of minutes. It goes quite a bit, quite a long time. It would go for like 20 minutes. I thought I was hearing a rumble, but I don't think it's, I think tomorrow's the thunderstorms. It's so dry out, I seriously doubt we have any chance. No, it's completely, there's nothing out there. It's completely dry. The dew point is so friggin' low, relatively speaking. Oh man, it's going to tick up tomorrow though. Jeez, that's gross. Look at that thing. Dew point is 72. It's disgusting. Then a dew point of 73. What's disgusting? But then it looks like it drops back to the 50s again. I will take it. Movies without two subwoofers is like a day with no guitar. I do have sadly, only one powered subwoofer for the attic system. It is a 12-inch sub though. It's pretty powerful. Did a pre-order for an Alex Lifeson LP, and then Epiphone. Oh, they discontinued it. No. You might have to find one in stock somewhere. If you're lucky, you might be able to find one still sitting in a store somewhere, but you have to scour the earth for that. Or just go to Reverb and pay like $2,800. They're getting over $2,000 for the Epiphone Amos. Getting like $2,200 they're asking for it on Guitar Center. Oh, we need the rain so friggin' bad. Bring on the rain. The weather in Mass this week has been hot. We're going to get to like the third most consecutive days for 90 degrees. I think we're going to hit 8, something like that. And then we're going to go to like 87 or 88, so not too far away from 90. But still not quite to hit the record. I think the record is 12. I hear coyotes and campfires. It's not that cool here at night. We don't have that crazy, 100 degrees by day and 35 degrees at night. Because there's absolutely nothing to hold the heat. It's been cool and dry this summer. The heat finally showed up this week and I'm already sick of it. But, it's already the end of July. So we probably have a month left and then it's already going to start to show a pretty serious cooling trend. This has but 2 pickups and a coil tap. And it's a 3-way. Be a 3-way switch. Pretty good. Link in the description if you're interested. Use Luke. Use the link. My Earth Explorer is probably the nicest guitar I own, really. Roasted body, neck and top are fantastic. All-rounded fret ends. Yeah, that's one thing they do, right? They do the fret ends really good, like high end. It is supposed to be hot in summer. I just don't like it. You'll never hear me complain about the cold, ever. But I will complain about the heat. Exactly 154 days till Christmas. Feels like It's a lot longer than 154 days. What's up, Black Chew Bear? Womp, 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 womp. It's going to be really hot here next week. Got the heat pump fixed. Yeah, we have, we were, again, just remarkably cool and dry. And then all of a sudden, wham, the heat showed up. I was like, oh my God. It was crazy. Look at you, Nelson. Dude, you're crazy. Look at that. Thanks, man. Yo, listen, yo. Let's get this pedal fundraiser off to the right foot, Steve. You rock. Pouring one for the chat. Green medicine, wink, wink. I will. I don't can't do anything here. I don't think YouTube likes that, but you know, in the privacy, I absolutely will. Dedicated to Nelson. What's your opinion on the 2022? I haven't played the 2022, but I do like Squire as a brand. And I do like Classic Vibe as their lineup. It's really, really good. So, if you're, you know, I always give thumbs up to the Classic Vibe. I think it's one of their best lines. So, you know, if you're comparing that to the Fender would have to be, you have to get a good deal on the Fender. I think they're going to be pretty far apart in cost, like as much as like double for the Fender to get the Fender branding. We'll be firing the snowblower up in no time. I actually just fired mine up because I'm figuring I should just run it once in the summer just to be sure. It fired right up, so it's really good. Class Act Nelson. Yeah, very, very much welcome. Thank you so much. That is always super appreciated. You're making everyone else look bad here, Nelson. Rex Trail always said winter is better. You can always put more clothes on. I agree. I'm more of a winter guy. Throw another log on the fire. Hey, what's up, Michael? Glad you made it. This is EART, or ERT, or EART. That's something. With the roast. The old roasted. Biggest regret selling a guitar? Probably the signed Steve Vai guitar. I got it for short money. I sold it for short money, and I just really, really regret selling that guitar. Probably worth tens of thousands of dollars today. I'd win the internet. You know, I had one of those original green, one of 777 made, signed by Steve Vai. I had an early model, so he was still doing like the little weird symbols next to it. I had a 7 in my number. I was number 117. So I had a 7, which is, if you had the more 7s you had in your number, slightly more desirable than like 221, right? So, yeah. I had a long day. Man, that was going to Gem 777. All the other ones were Gem 77. The only one that got the 777 was the green one. And it, yeah. And I had a dude who used to be an auto body guy. He had some poly, and he oversprayed the back of the guitar and locked in the signature, which had started to wear off. And in one little spot, I said, "Oh no!" And then it was under the finish, couldn't rub it off. So that's got probably the strongest signature of any of them, because I had it sealed in. Now, some would say it might ruin the value, but I don't know. It was pretty stellar. Rob Chapman had a green gem too. You know who had one and still owns it is Steve Stein. He still has his. 10-minute warning, damn, going by. I know, formerly owned by SFB. SFB, yeah, that was later with the vine inlay. These always had the pyramid inlay, the disappearing pyramid. So it was either the Gem 77 or the Gem 777 in Loch Ness green. Yeah, number 7 would be good. Number 777 would be good. Number 77 would be good. You know. Let go of any axes this year. Yeah, I'm getting rid of one. Is it just one? We always go over that at the end of the year. Thoughts on the Kramer Beretta special? Want to buy one, but I'm on the fence. I got one, and I kind of liked it. I did a whole video on buying it, and I have a whole other video on setting it up. So if you get one, check out the setup video. And if you're going to buy one, use the link. Luke, use the link. The smelly ones. Well, I never really owned the smelly one. That one went right back. God, that thing. What's always shocking to me is how many people fall in love with a guitar and how many people want to spend your money. You know? They're like, it's nothing. It's like, yeah, well, then you go buy it. Well, I look like. Stop spending my money. It doesn't meet my standards. Clearly, it meets yours. $11,800. Nice. Does it still have the signature intact and everything? Yeah, it's about to say place ad here, and it will once I roll over the 9 o'clock hour. It'll say place an ad right here. Why are you going to sell your 60s Les Paul? It sounds like you just got it unburst in 2021, mid condition. You funding something big? What are you going for? Or you just don't like it? Just need to sell it, don't play it. Yeah, that's the best reason to sell. That's the number one reason I sell a guitar. As I say to myself, when's the last time you actually played this guitar? And if it's like more than a year ago, you know? Oh, thanks, Bastic Jackson. It's always fun to hang out. Someone asked me if I ever play out, and I said no. Because I don't think YouTube counts, right? Does it count if you don't leave the basement? Or even the desk? I don't think so. I mean, I'm playing live, but not really. Yes and no. It's very complicated. What's up, Ricky? Have to sell 50 plus. I know sometimes you hold on to them and then you take them out and you're like, oh, right. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. And forget about a guitar. It's like you discover it all over again. Yeah, I would love to know how many guitar players have just one guitar. I feel like it's an extremely small percentage. I'll bet it's something like 99% of guitar players have like 2 or more guitars. And I'll bet it's some even ridiculous number that have like 5 or more. An actual 60s Les Paul? No, he said it was a 2021. They break them into 2 series, 50s and 60s. So the 50s has a little bit chunkier neck, and the 60s is the slim taper neck. Also, the tuners are a little different. They might even have different pickups in them. Probably they do. You have 2, but you see you don't. But you don't have 1. Like, who has 1 guitar? It takes 1 guitar. Well, the shadow. You only have 6, exactly, and you're a southpaw. 40 guitars, 2 basses. There you go. I think you might have to get that bass number up a bit. That's a 20-to-1 ratio. You lost count, but I don't have a problem. Well, it's not a problem. What? I know a dude he's got, and no, it's not the Tone King, it's a different dude. I know a dude who's got, like, I'm pretty sure he's got over 200 guitars. I think he's finally pushed into the low 200s, like 220, 230, something like that. And he's a southpaw. So you can imagine how difficult it is to amass a lefty collection of that size. He will say, like, this is one of 3 of these that they made. You know, they made 10,000 righties and 3 lefties. Well, dudes, it's 9 p.m. I'm going to call it a night. Thanks so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Super special extra thanks to anyone who contributed, especially Nelson. That was very, very generous. Really appreciate it. Of course, Brofist to my mod squad. Thanks so much for moderating. Hashtag mod squad. And, you know, we'll do it all again in a week. I have a couple of videos coming out this week. I have a couple of very different guitars than what I normally cover here. So it should be fun. It should be fun. So I'm trying to get them out Tuesday and a Thursday. But we'll see. Any chance for you up later? Probably not. Again, I've been stopping coffee earlier and I've been getting up so much earlier. Highly unlikely. So, sorry though. Maybe in the winter, if I can sleep later. Lately, I just get up so early. And I've been trying to get to bed earlier and my watch has been laying a head trip on me. You're going to bed too late. You're not getting enough sleep. Like, okay, all right, calm down over there. Okay? My freaking watch. Now my watch is giving me a hard time. And now would be a good time to insert ads, according to YouTube. All right, that's my cue to skidoo. When YouTube is telling me to insert an ad now. All right, dudes. Have a great week. I'll see you in a week. And there you have it. Have a wonderful week. And rock on.